Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lady Jane Books. Today, I'm doing the Jolabokaflod Tag. I was tagged by Amaretta by the book to do this tag. She knows a lot more about the background of this tag than I do, so I'm going to link her video in the description box. You should totally check it out and find out more about this particular book tag. So let's get started. Number 1, the name. What is an unpronounceable or difficult for you to pronounce word that you love? Jolabokaflod. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's beautiful. I have no idea. But another one I really like is the Danish word hygge. I don't know if that's right either. It's a word that means like the warmth or comfort or something. There's not really a translation in English for it, I don't believe. But obviously I try to hygge, my living space and my appearance and all that. So I'm going to go with hygge. Number 2, the tradition. What's a new to you tradition or a retelling of a tradition that you absolutely love? When I was little, my family told me one of the most beautiful stories I have ever heard. We do celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is a very religious holiday for us, so therefore we do celebrate and acknowledge the story behind Christmas. And one of the stories that my family told me growing up was about the Christmas spider. Evidently, when Jesus was born in a manger, there's obviously spiders in mangers. I mean, it's wooden, it's outside, it houses the nice animal, so of course there's going to be a couple creepy crawly things. They just didn't talk about that in the story. And they told me a story about how all the animals were in awe of the birth of this child. And the spiders came down from the eaves and decorated the manger with their webs in celebration of his coming. And evidently that's where tinsel came from. Oh, and an actually really funny story is that I realized that in the Christmas tree that I bought this year, there's a little tiny baby spider. I'll insert the clip here.
Hi, please subscribe to Lady Jane. Thank you.
So that's kind of funny that like the first tree, it has a spider, and I grew up hearing about spiders during Christmas, so it's really, really cool and really interesting. So that's the story. Number 3, the adaptation. What is a adaptation that made the original story even better? I absolutely love The Great Gatsby. I love the time period. I love the story of the unrequited love. I love the costuming. I love this rich, glamorous world in the 1920s. So I already adored that story when I read it in high school. And I love the Robert Redford version as well. However, when the new version with Leonardo DiCaprio came out, at first I was completely skeptical. I had no idea what was like going on because I'm like, rap music, 1920s, I'm not really sure about this. But oh my goodness, I was so wrong. I adore the new version of The Great Gatsby. I love the music, I love the feeling, the cinematography, the drama between the characters. It was so beautiful. That whole movie is a complete vibe, and I watch it like at least once a month because I just absolutely adore that adaptation of The Great Gatsby. Number 4, the mood. What is the coziest book that you have read or will read during the winter season? Oh, that's a good one. I mentioned this in a pretty recent video, but I absolutely adored My True Love Gave to Me, which is a short story collection that is presented by Stephanie Perkins. And each and every story is just so beautifully crafted and really gives a very warm vibe and a very holiday vibe. And you just feel good reading them. And you get something out of them. And it just really goes well with the holiday spirit. Number 5, the discovery. Who is a new to you author that you discovered this year and absolutely love? I'm definitely loving Riley Seeger's work. I know that some of his books seem to be hit or miss. A lot of people really like his later work, but not his earlier work. But I read Home Before Dark, and I'm so excited to read his other books. Number 6, the setting. What is the deepest, darkest setting that you have ever read about? For this, I'm choosing The Cellar by Natasha Preston. The Cellar by Natasha Preston is a young adult horror / thriller novel, and it depicts a girl who is abducted and kept in this man's basement, along with other girls that he's abducted. And it talks about her survival, their bonding throughout this experience, and about their attempts to escape. It was so scary when I read it because she's literally trapped in this guy's cellar, and he's very unpredictable, and you don't know what he's going to do, and it's really scary, and he's hurting these girls. So when I read it, I was absolutely terrified. And it describes like the rooms in the cellar and how dark it is and how they haven't seen the light of day, some of them for years. It's so scary. Number 7, Hot Cocoa. What is a book that comforted you during a long winter's night, literal or metaphorical? I'm going to choose Dumplin' for this one. I love this book, and it gave me a lot of really good feel-good vibes. I think we all at some point or another sometimes feel like maybe we don't fit in, or we compare ourselves to other people, and it gets really, heavy on our subconscious sometimes. So I really love this book's message about embracing who you are, doing the things you love, and really just being yourself in the face of adversity. And that really resonated with me in many, many ways. Number 8, The Gift. What is an indie book that you will be giving this season? I will definitely be giving some friends of mine some Shay Savage books. In case you're new to my channel, Shay Savage is my favorite romance writer, and she writes some pretty spicy stuff. So that is the gift that keeps on giving. And now I'm going to tag some people. I tag Nerdy Nat Reads, Kayla Lenzan, and Literary Lizzie. All of these people will be linked in the description box below. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. My tea's ready. Finally. Oh, it's gonna be messy. Not a repeat from yesterday, Jane. Oh no. Okay, here we go. We can do this, Jane. Nope. Jolabokaflod? No. Today, I'm doing the Jolabokaflod Tag. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah. Number 1, the name. What is a... what? Unpronounceable word? What's an unpronounceable word? How are you going to pronounce it if you don't know how to pronounce it? Number 2. True? No. True. That's true. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Okay. Number 3, the adaptation. What? Number 4, the mood. No, Jane. No. The Cellar is a young adult horror novel, and horror thriller, I'm not really sure, but it's scary. The Cellar by... The Cellar